Hey everyone, welcome to your practice. I'm Molly, I'm your teacher for today, and this class is going to be short and sweet, 5 to 10 minutes, a nice revitalization practice, maybe for first thing in the morning or your lunch break. We'll move through some simple mobility through our hips and spine, and then move on to an active sun salutation variation. You don't need any props unless you always love practicing with them, and feel free to do this practice outside in the grass or in your office or at home, wherever you find yourself needing a little bit of energy and wanting to find some movement through your whole body. We'll get started in a seat, in a bear sit, so come down onto the mat or onto the ground, sitting on your bottom, and then bring your feet out in front of you, stamping the soles of your feet down about hip width distance apart. Hands are supported behind you. And from here, we're gonna start with some windshield wipers. So drop your knees over to the right, finding internal rotation of the left hip and external rotation of the right hip. Draw your knees back through center and then drop them to the left. Take a breath here. And take a few more reps, a little bit faster from side to side. Mobilizing through the hip joints. Don't think about it too hard yet. Just let it feel good through your hips and low back. And the next time your knees come through center, drop them over to the right again. Hold for another breath. Letting that left knee feel really heavy. This is a really nice internal rotation stretch, which we don't find as often. Good. Now actively draw your left knee over, up into the left. Moving it into external rotation. So we're finding the weight on the pinky toe side of our left foot now. And then our right knee will drop over to the left. Take a breath, letting that right knee feel really weighty down towards the mat. Send breath down into your pelvic floor. And then actively, we're gonna lift our right knee up and over to the right. Bringing the weight into the pinky toe side of the right foot into external rotation. And one more on each side. Heavy left knee down towards the center, and then actively scooping it up, rotating out to the left. Right knee follows. Stay for a breath. And then actively draw that right knee up and over to the right. And a few more just easy drops to either side. Good. Find your way into hands and knees, tabletop pose. Stacking shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Tuck your toes and then sit your hips back towards your heels in an active child's pose. Fingertips are stretching long in front of you, gaze is between your thumbs. And then on an inhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round through the back body, starting at the pelvis. And shift your weight forward so your shoulders stack over your wrists in a cat pose. On your inhale, untuck your pelvis, open up your heart, broaden through your collarbones, and then sit your hips back to your heels, arching through the spine. So a rolling cat-cow. Inhale to round forward into your cat shape. And once you get there, untuck your pelvis, arch through the spine, open through the chest, and sit your hips back to your heels. You have the option to close your eyes and just let this feel really good and fluid. Taking your time, following the pace of your breath. We'll do about 3 more rounds here. Inhale forward into your cat pose. Really round through each segment of the spine and push the ground away with your hands so you're finding protraction of the shoulder blades, like the back of the heart could reach to the sky. Take your time as you exhale. Eventually sitting your hips back to your heels. 2 more. Last one, rolling cat-cow forward. And then shift back to your child's pose. Good. Find your way into a forward fold. So you can either walk your legs forward or walk your hands back. It doesn't really matter. Or meet in the middle. So forward fold, let your knees bend plenty, let your head hang heavy, and give your head a shake. Loosen up your jaw, roll out your shoulders. Then on your next in-breath, halfway lift, fingertips can come to a block or to your shins as you stretch your spine forward. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, let it go. Ground down through your feet, stay steady there as you push to rise. Stand up and sweep your arms overhead. Upward salute. And find some engagement of your glutes as you press your hips forward. Exhale, come to a neutral posture. Bring your hands to your heart center. Palms are touching. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the side. You can either cactus them, bending your elbows, or keep them straight. And as you do so, come into a chair pose, Utkatasana, but feet are wider than what a traditional chair pose would be. So we're sinking down into a squat. Breathe in and expand across your rib cage, your collarbones. Stay active through the legs. And exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Breathe in, halfway lift. Crown of the head tugs forward. Exhale, fold. Let the breath go. Push down through your feet, come to rise, arms sweep up, hips press forward, glutes are engaged, core is engaged to protect the low back. Stretch long through your fingertips. Exhale, hands to heart center, take out the back bend. Inhale, chair pose, arms sweep out to the side, bend your knees, sit down into your squat. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, let it go. Inhale, push to rise, arms sweep up and back, hips drive forward. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe in, open your arms out to the side, find your chair pose variation. Exhale, release into your fold. Halfway lift. And let it go again. Couple more rounds on your own, moving with the rhythm of your own breath and taking the time and attention to make this kind of an active, energy creating, revitalizing practice. See how purposeful you can engage your muscles to bring you through these ranges of motion. How you can stay in tune with your breath and with your core. And let's finish up one more round together. Meet in a forward fold and then on an in-breath, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, release. Push through your feet, come to stand, hips drive forward, stretch through the front side of the body, glutes are engaged. Last chair pose, sweep your arms out to the side, sit low into your squat. And exhale, forward fold. Let the breath go. Take a little wiggle of your arms and legs and your head, a little movement of energy. And then push through your feet, come to stand in your mountain pose. Hands can come to heart center, or they can come by the sides of the body. And take 3 breaths here. In through your nose, fill up to the top. And out through your nose. All the way to the bottom. Breathe in. Fill up through your belly, your rib cage, your chest. Breathe out. Final breath on your own. And we're going to end our practice in standing because hopefully you feel like your energy is in an upward, energized, revitalized motion. But if there's anything else you want to work on before you leave this space, please do. I hope you felt great. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.